Rob, what does LiveWorks do?
We're an experiential agency, and we also have a promotional staffing division.
Okay, experiential agency for the uninitiated. What do companies hire LiveWorks to do for them?
I struggle to tell people, and the reason I struggle is because every job we do is different. At its core, experiential marketing is face-to-face or event marketing. So it's dealing with real people in the real world and bringing brands to life for them.
Okay, so give us an example.
This year, we did a campaign for Intel around the Vivid Light Festival in Sydney. We built an 8-metre high, 8-metre wide drone cage, and we called it A Game of Drones.
And what did the drones do?
So it was around demonstrating Intel technology and Intel programming. So the public were invited to come up to the cage, take an Intel-based tablet and control and fly a drone within the cage.
So LiveWorks produces kind of public events or almost performances with which the public can engage with to build awareness. And who are your most valuable partners?
In the experiential marketing game, it's very project-driven. So clients that come back to us with repeat events are our most valuable. Intel would be top of the tree for that.
Okay. And how has growth been in recent years, and how does it look going forward?
Great. I mean, I'd say about 50% year on year.
Really, that much?
Yeah. It's been great. And like you said, for a company our size, which is pretty small, we've got some great blue chip clients on our books.
So then 50% year on year growth, what have you tripped over? What are some of the problems?
I guess we are a small business, and like a lot of small businesses, I think cash flow is one of our main challenges. It's brilliant to be able to work with blue chip clients, but a lot of those guys, have pretty harsh payment terms. They're not as nimble and mobile as we are and have to be. We have a lot of event production expenses, and in the events industry, a lot of people insist on upfront payment. There's no hard and fast rule about how long we get paid with different clients. They're all different. But, when you're talking maybe, in the worst cases, up to 3 months, 3.5 months before you see any money, when you're investing upfront production expenses, it can be a real challenge.
You've confirmed in my mind what the issue is. You have a long tail to build up to the actual delivery of the event.
Yeah.
And you're incurring costs and working like mad all the way along before you deliver what your client's actually paying for.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're being paid well after the actual event's been paid for.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things your business has to do is to recondition your clients, because they're paying you in the same way as a supermarket would pay a wholesaler of potatoes.
Yep.
Deliver it and we'll pay. And you have to change that perception, but you're going to have to first sell that change on yourself before you can sell it to them. And I think your business is absolutely a perfect match for a milestone payment arrangement. That they have a sign-on payment, staged payments. You would dictate the stages. When we've achieved this, you pay this much. When we've achieved that, etc., etc. And maybe only a small amount outstanding once you've delivered the actual experience.
Because I'd say about 50% of the pressure and the stress of any individual job is around juggling finances, trying to work out how we find the money to pay suppliers, get things moving, and manage their expectations as well.
Well, see, I don't think you're taking full advantage of your experience, what you've done for other people, and the kind of clients you have. And you can, I think, stand on 2 feet proudly and say, well, if you want us to be doing this, this is how we need to work, because we can't deliver it any other way. And I think they'd be reasonable. The thing is that to always work with the person at the client's company who you can express these interests to. Quite often a company such as yourself will end up dealing with someone in accounts who say, well, those are our terms. It's very important that the person in the company who you're liaising with on the event, they talk to accounts.
Yeah.
You never talk to accounts.
I think the suggestion about outlaying structured payment terms, we don't have that on our invoices at the moment. We have a cash on.
No, but not in the invoice. It's too late. In the quote.
Yeah.
So in the quote, you should say, at this stage, we're going to deliver these things to you, and we'll require 10%. We're then going to deliver this much to you, and we'll require 40%.
Yeah.
And we're going to deliver this much to you. Some ideas that you can kick around to be inventive is you could offer a small percentage deposit if a company that agrees to those terms.
Yeah.
You can pay 60 days, but this is the price. But this is the price if you pay by instalments. Think of it as a reward. I'm going to reward you by X $1,000 if you pay on time. Rob, it's been very interesting. Thanks for talking to us.
Pleasure.
To learn more, visit intel.com.au/businessbuilders.
Oh, and Rob's issues are no different to a lot of small businesses with big clients. Those big clients, you're a bit scared to chase them for money, but otherwise, you're their bank.
Definitely. And I think Anthony's advice of setting milestones is definitely a good one for Rob to take into account at any other small business too. You know, if you're paying for a deposit up front or hitting certain milestones in your work, I think definitely ask for payment for some of that payment in staggered terms, for instance. And, you know, we've personally been working with Rob for about 3 years now, and we didn't understand that he was having these issues till about 18 months until he felt so comfortable with us to tell us. And then we found a solution for him with our accounts department. So definitely really ask the question.
And that's the interesting thing. When you do approach somebody, everyone's pretty reasonable in business. Everyone understands cash flow, so you just ask, don't be scared.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes it's 3 or 4 months until the whole project's finished, and you don't think that, you know, we shouldn't be paying you for another 4 months after that. So definitely just ask the question.
All right, thanks, Anna. Look, I love Anthony's advice. The best bit, I think, is how important that initial quote is. It's not the invoice that's important, it's the quote, which should outline your payment terms. All right, let's take a look at the new businesses on the horizon, see what our panel think in the elevator pitch.